Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
All right, everyone, what's going on? Welcome to your Saturday edition of Unscripted, live, of course, on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, you name it. We are on all of those platforms. Episode number 358. Jay, we are fastly approaching 365, my friend. Almost an entire year's worth of shows. That is crazy. It's a great feat. We're going to have a big show for that one, I'm sure. But, man, like I said, we're right around the corner from. But how are you doing today, man? How's your Saturday been?
It's good. It's good, man. Mel found the truck. Apparently, it's not stolen.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Apparently, she parked the truck in the parking lot, calls me up, says, Jay, I can't find the truck. I said, what do you want me to do for you? No. But she found the truck, Logan, so I guess life is back to normal, whatever that looks like.
Look, let's be real here. We've all had moments of going to, for me, it's mostly the grocery store, of parking your car or truck in that matter, and going in for a while and then not realizing where it was. We've all had those moments.
Yeah. I never have, but I hear it's a thing.
You've never had that moment before?
I've never had that moment.
Really?
Never. I know where I park because I just have a way. I orient myself. So that's the problem, Lo. People don't orient themselves. I say, okay, if it's a small, let's say the airport. I say, okay, I'm at B6. B6. Just know B6 by the elevator. B6 by the elevator. Bam. That's all I need. And I write it down on my little phone. Okay. Jay parked at B6 by the elevator. Bam.
See, that's a smart move.
I go to a football game, the parking lots, I got them little big letters up there, them little light posts there for a reason.
That's true.
I'm in section F.
There you go.
F for fantastic.
That's where I've been messing up. I just been trying to remember it in my head, and then once I'm gone for like an hour and a half, it just goes through me. So
it happens.
Maybe that's the issue, Jay. Maybe that's the issue. But now I know I'll start writing it down on my phone now. So there we go. But if you enjoyed today's show, everyone, please go follow us on social media. Easy way to do so. Check out our link tree in the bio of all the episodes you're watching here. But you can go check us out, of course, on Facebook at Unscripted. Check us out on, I think it's officially called X now, Jay. They changed the logo over officially on my phone at least. But still called Unscripted, guys. So we're still going to keep that up for people who might not have the update. We're going to have that up for quite some time, that logo at least. TikTok, Unscripted Sports, as well as Unscripted Sports on YouTube and on Twitch. But Jay, let's get into it, man. Short show on this Saturday. Let's go home. Let's talk about our teams. All right, Jay, we're back at it. Close to home is your time to talk about your Astros and their tough loss to the Rays last night. Whatever other Houston/Texas sports you want to speak on, the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one thing I wanted to point out, or I wanted to look at, I didn't catch it. Yep, they sure did. Okay, life is not so good, but not so bad for the Houston Astros. Not too bad. Here's the deal, folks. I'm going to give you the trade deadline. Obviously, as of right now, they did trade Corey Lee for Kendall Graveman, the right-handed pitcher, a relief pitcher. His ERA is about 3.48. He'll slide right in there as a setup man. Probably would be most likely if I'm guessing right, it would be a Kendall Graveman in the 7th, probably a Abreu in the 8th, and then round up with Presley in the ninth, and then they may even do a combination of that. So again, Stanek last night, not last night, the night before last against the Rangers, he was terrible. Gave up like seven runs in that 13-3 loss. Last night, not too bad. Javier pitched pretty well. He struck out 9. He only gave up 3 hits and 3 runs. Obviously, it was a big run shot there in the first by Brandon Lowe. But the Astros came back on a Jose Abreu home run and tied up at 3 apiece. Ultimately, they lost it in the 4th. But Presley, it's not really his fault. He hit Siri got the double right off the rip in that 9th inning, Logan, and he wound up squeezing a double out of it. And then basically the Tampa Bay Devil Rays did what they were supposed to. They put 2 balls deep, and of course Siri was able to score on that second. He got his
revenge, Jay. He got his revenge.
He did, man. Hey, look, Siri. Look, he ain't got his revenge yet. He don't get his revenge until he walks away with the ring with that team. He just got but he did get a win. Okay, if you want to call that revenge, okay, so be it. At the end of the day,
a slight revenge. We'll go with.
Okay, if you want to go with slight revenge, I'll give you a slight revenge. Nanny boo boo, whatever. Okay, but they did get the win at 4-3. So it is what it was, right? But I do like Graveman. By the way, my cat's in the background, but I don't care. She can do whatever she wants. He's given up 33 hits, 44 innings. Again, we traded him like a year ago. Now we bring him back. Dusty Baker even said that he did not want Kendall Graveman to go. I didn't want Kendall Graveman to go. I like the guy. I'd much rather see Seth Martinez go before I see Kendall Graveman go. But it is what it is. He's now back in the fold. We got another arm in our bullpen, which we desperately need. But I like what Dana Brown said in the booth. I believe it was in the 7th inning when they were interviewing him. He said, "We are not done yet." And what he meant by that was if he can find a left-hander to come available and put into the left field that has good contact, that's what we're still looking for. Not that we're going to get rid of Brantley, because Brantley still may make his return. But for right now, they are still on the hunt. They're still looking to see what else could be out there to possibly bolster up our team. So we'll see what happens. But again, I thought Javier did well, man. Look, the guy gave us, like I said, 3 hits, 3 runs, 9 strikeouts. Obviously, the 1 home run. Theory did get they came back in the end. But at the end of the day, Logan, I told you yesterday, I think it was Thursday. I told you on Thursday, I said, look, if we can steal this game, that's the one I want to steal. Because we went against McClanahan, who had a 2.89 ERA. That was their best pitcher. Everybody else from that is around the 4 and the 3 range. So I felt like if we can get this win, great. If we don't, it's okay. The fact that they made it competitive and could have had it or in a position to win it still was, I thought was a good thing. They played competitive baseball. Alvarez got on base. Altuve was getting on base. Everybody was doing their jobs. Everybody was, driving well. We just came up 1 run short. And sometimes in baseball, that's just what happens. But I want to point out, man, that if the Rangers lost yesterday too, so we're still 2 games back out of the Rangers. So again, I do want to take these next 2. We got to take these next 2. They play at 6:15 tonight on Fox. I'd like to see them get that win. Hunter Brown's on the mound tonight, and then we got Brandon Belock on the mound tomorrow night. And again, both of our ERAs are right there with their ERAs, so those should be pretty even games. We just need to keep the run support up. And again, I think Kendall Graveman, hopefully he'll make his debut tonight. I know he's excited to be back in town, so maybe that will give us the spark that we need out of the bullpen. But again, I think if we can just shed 1 game off the Rangers between now and our next meeting, which I think is in, I want to say it's either October, it's September. I think we meet them
late
in
the season.
Yeah, we get them late in the season.
Right when you want them.
I tell you, the only other thing I got to report on the Astros is we did hit 5 of their guys. So,
the control was not there. I'm
just saying. Look, if I'm going to put them on base, I'd rather hit the man before I walk the man.
I'm about to say, yeah. There you go.
So now they're changing it from the Houston Astros to the Houston Headhunters. I don't know, whatever.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, Jay, as you see, your team, tough loss last night, but hey, like I said, only 2 games back, still in striking distance. ready to hopefully get on top there soon. Now let's talk about my team. The Braves got the much-needed win last night. Had a bullpen game. They had, I believe it was 6 or 7 pitchers in total. They had 7 pitchers come out and play last night. So they worked that bullpen, Jay. They said this is where you put up or shut up and you get traded. That's pretty much what what they were going with here. Former Astro Colin McHugh, he got the win. Pitched just 1 1/3 innings, not a whole lot of work, but still got the win nonetheless. The Braves put up 10 runs. The offense was solid as it's always been. Olsen Riley hit a home run, and Olsen, they both hit home runs in the day. And Acuna, Jay, he is 1 steal away from 50 this season, leading the league. He has, I believe, 6 or 7 on Ruiz, who was out there in Oakland. So close to 50, Jay. And he currently has, how many home runs he's got? Let me check real quick. So he's got 49 stolen bases and 23 home runs. So still got a little bit of work to go if you want to get that 50-50. But I do think that, maybe 47. I don't know. I mean, just the numbers are outstanding. He's still looking great. I think he's 2nd or 3rd in terms of average in the National League. Obviously, we know that Arias is going to take that one home for Miami. He's hitting close to 400. He's just out of this worldly good with putting contact on the ball. Not much of a power hitter like Acuna is, but still, shout out to him. But good win last night. 10-7 final score. High-scoring ball game nonetheless. But, hey, I will take the wins where I can get them. We go up against the Brewers yet again tonight. 7:20 is when first pitch is scheduled. We go up against the scheduled starter is going to be our old friend, Julio Teheran, who was with Atlanta through the rough years in the 2010s. During those awful seasons that I'm glad we didn't have a show to talk about then, because I would have been like Chris was in the last few years of just, hey, we lost again. It is what it is. But but nice to see he's still around the league, going up against Bryce Elder, who's been a little bit rocky here as of late, but overall solid season. Hopefully we can get the win tonight. And like I said, keep it moving here. And the lead we have in first place now, looking up here, we still have a 10-game lead over the Phillies. They won last night as well, but still a 10-game lead. And like I said, so 10 ahead of the Phillies, 10.5 ahead of the Marlins, 17 ahead of the Mets, and the Nationals 23.5. So still have the largest lead in baseball, bar none. And like I said, still feeling good about it. Like I said, got the good win against a good team too. This isn't like they were scrubs. Milwaukee's top in the Central. They're currently tied now. They're a half game above Chris and the Cincinnati Reds out there in the Central. So good win against a good team. Hopefully we can get it going again tonight and get that win. Hopefully this will take the series because it's a 3-game series. So hopefully we can get this one, take the series nonetheless, and move on to bigger and better things and get that awful week and a half that we had behind us coming out of the All-Star break, just absolutely tripping and falling out of the gate. But like I said, good win last night, much needed. And hopefully Elder can get the ball tonight and pitch us to some victories. But Jay, we've been doing the last couple shows here. This is our 3rd installment of this, the Immaculate Grid. So on Tuesday, go check that one out. We did a baseball edition. On Thursday, we did a football edition. And also the football one, we got the entire grid of all 9 squares. Now this one, trying a new one. This one's going to be men's basketball, a.k.a. the NBA. It's just labeled as men's basketball. Going to make it a little bit bigger here so everyone can see it. So goal of it, if you're not sure, is also Tony coming in saying beat them Brewers. I know Tony would want them to beat the Brewers. That way the Reds can go up on them. That's exactly why Tony says that. So also, Tony, if you want to help out here with some basketball, you're more than welcome to do so, my friend. So here's the teams, Jay. And this one's a little bit tougher because this one doesn't have the points per game. This is all just teams, players going to different teams. So this one's going to be a little bit tougher here in basketball. So looking at teams, we have the Golden State Warriors and the Orlando Magic, the Sacramento Kings and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Washington Wizards, as well as the Los Angeles Lakers. So I'm going to go ahead with an easy one here that I just have top of my dome. Wizards and Lakers, I'm going to go with Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, that was too easy.
That's an easy one. Yeah, 30.
Oh, that was way too easy.
All right. I had to go with that. I had to. That was just, I saw that. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm putting that one down. All right.
Hey, I got one for Lakers and Kings. You ready for that?
All right. Who you got?
Bloody Divac, baby.
Solid option, McLovin. 51% You are in the high population with
and let's not forget it. Let's knock it off. If you don't put Shaq in there, I'm gonna come over and slap you in the face.
Look, I know. I think it was who was it on Thursday saying you got to get the lower score. I don't care about the lower score. I know. Only 30.
Now here's where it gets a little fun, right? This is where it starts to get a little fun.
Right. I feel, okay. Where do we want to start? I feel like Golden State might be the easier option potentially. You gotta think back probably to like the 2000s, if not earlier. So let's just start with Golden State.
Hold on. Because it's in my head. I want to talk to you about this real quick.
Okay.
Golden State Warriors, Sacramento Kings. Yeah. Is Harrison Barnes on both of those teams?
Yes, he is. That's it. Yep, Harrison Barnes. Solid option there, Jay.
Okay.
I can type it in right. There we go. Harrison Barnes. Good pick.
Damn.
All right. Golden State and the Wizards. Ooh. Who played on the Wizards that also played on Golden State?
Was it?
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think here.
Now we got to go back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, we really do. Okay, let's see. Oh no, dang it! If it was Cleveland and Golden State, I would have said Andrew Varejao, but that's not a. Unfortunately, it's not. So we can't
Wiggins. Okay, Wiggins played for Cleveland and Golden State.
Yeah, but we can't.
But we don't have that option.
Unfortunately, if only they flipped them. All right, Golden State. Dang, well, that's the thing with Orlando. They've had that's like few and far between. You know what I mean? Oh. Who did Chris Mullins play for?
Mullins played for Sacramento, and he also played for Portland, I think.
Oh, I thought Mullins was with the Golden State.
You know what? Hey, let's try it.
We're gonna go Chris Mullin playing for Golden State. Oh, I don't know. He might have just been for Golden State though. I don't know if he went anywhere else. Dang it. Okay. All right. Let's recap here. I don't know why this one came to my head. What about Channing Frye? I feel like he played for a lot of teams. I know he's with Cleveland during those years.
Channing Frye was with Cleveland. He traveled around with LeBron.
Yeah.
To a lot of different spots.
I don't know. Man, this is a rough one. I ain't gonna lie. This one's kind of tough. Cleveland and dang. I feel like Orlando's the one that's really gonna screw us. What about no? I'm trying to think of some of the better. What about Jameer Nelson? Jameer Nelson. He played for Orlando, but did he play for Golden State or Cleveland? Jameer Nelson.
That's son of a gun, man. That's a hard one.
I know he was. That's a rough one, man. Jameer Nelson.
I
know he did play with Orlando, but I don't know if he played anywhere else of those teams. Crap. Okay. So Orlando's gonna be a tough one for me. I think Sacramento we could have a little, or Washington might be a little easier. Crap, man. Orlando. You don't have a whole lot of good players throughout your history. Penny played obviously with Orlando, and he went to Miami for a minute, I believe.
I don't think Penny ever played though.
No. Oh.
So we got Washington and go. Okay, so Washington. Okay, we had Bradley Beal. We had it's not Bradley Beal's never played for anybody though.
No, Bradley Beal's just been with.
My brain. I'm fried. Gilbert Arenas. Did he play for
He played
Cleveland and Orlando?
No. I think Gilbert wasn't. I think Gilbert was drafted with Golden State.
Yeah.
So
put Gilbert Arenas in.
Okay. We're going Gilbert for Washington and Golden State.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I got a good feeling on that one. Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero, we got him.
Bam, baby.
All right.
Bam!
Good work, Jay. Good work. We got to clear out this Golden State Orlando one, man. This one's bugging me.
Oh man, Orlando and Golden State Warriors. Oh, jeez Louise, man.
Jesus. I'm thinking just, I don't know, point guard or like it's tough. It's really tough because there's not a whole lot of very good very good Orlando Magic players. Let's be real here. Oh man,
I'm just drawing a blank when it comes to those dudes.
Well, let's move on.
I tell you what. Let's try. Did Nick Young, I believe, played for Golden State? I'm not sure if he played with Orlando.
No, he played with the Wizards though. I don't think Nick Young ever played with Orlando.
What about Kwame Brown?
Kwame Brown. Did he ever go to Orlando though? I know he was with Washington.
See, I think I know more Washington guys.
Yeah, you're named the Washington.
No, hey, put Kwame Brown for Washington and Cleveland. I don't know why.
Washington and Cleveland.
Or okay. Golden State, Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole would have because that Jordan
Poole.
Poole
Wizards, Jay. We gotta go Magic.
I know.
Look, Wizards, Magic. I get they do the same thing, but different teams, unfortunately.
All right. Chris Paul.
Or they never played with the Magic.
It would have been Golden State Warriors and Wizards, so never mind. But Chris Paul also played for Golden State, but he never played for Orlando.
Tony, if you're there, help us out, please, God.
All right. Golden State. Oh, can't even say Mitch Richmond. Bam! We know all the Sacramento's and Washington, but it's the Orlando that's killing it.
I'm sure it's a smaller player.
Andre Iguodala played for Cleveland.
Did he? What did he play for?
I believe he played with. I think he had a stint there. I might be wrong. Might be wrong on that one.
Iguodala. I'm trying to think. Whenever he did, he played for. I know he played for the Sixers.
That's a.
Oh God. All right. Let's. Let's think of some other ones here that I don't want to rack our brains on this one forever. What about? All right, let's go Cleveland. Cleveland and the Wizards. I feel like there's a connection there, right? Cleveland and the Wizards. Oh, I'm trying to think of like some shooting guards. Not Kyle Korver. J.R. Smith, no.
That is a.
What about No, Marcin Gortat played for Orlando and Washington, I believe. Yeah.
Baron Davis. Where is he played out? For some reason, I know Baron Davis had, I think, a Sacramento connection, but did he ever play for Cleveland?
He might have. That's a tough one.
But Baron Davis has been on some teams.
So let's go. But which one? Do you want to go with Cleveland and
and Antoine Jameson? Where has he played?
Which one?
I know Antoine played for Golden State.
But you don't know about the Magic.
But yeah, I don't know about the Magic.
Dang, this is tough. This is a good one though. I'm liking this one. This is a good challenge.
And then Jason Richardson. I believe he played.
Did he ever go to did Jay Rich ever go? I know he went to the Sixers.
I know Jay Richardson played for Golden State.
Yeah, I know he played for Golden State. I know he played for the Sixers. But do you want to just throw him in there for the Magic? Just because I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to put him in there just as a shot.
The only person I'm thinking of also is Monte Ellis.
Oh,
I'm
I'm leaning towards Richardson. You want to go with him?
Let's do it.
Fingers crossed, buddy. There we go, Jason. Good work, Jay. Good work, Jason Richardson coming up clutch. All right, three more, and they all play for Cleveland at some point.
Now Cleveland should be a little bit. I know. We talked about Channing Frye.
I think only reason I thought Channing Frye is because I know he went there later, but like you said, I feel like he was with Orlando maybe like before Cleveland or somewhere along that. I'm all right with Channing Frye. I mean, he's been kind of stuck in my head once I said it. So you want to go with Channing Frye for Orlando and Cleveland?
Yes.
Come on, Channing. Don't let me down. This is one I felt decent on. Channing Frye. Show me the money. 6%.
Show me the money.
All right, Jay. Cleveland and Sacramento. Ooh.
Now, this is where it gets a little bit
This is going to be a little rough because I don't know there's a whole lot of crossover there. Sacramento.
What were the big players that played in Sacramento? Did Jason Kidd never played for
No. You're thinking of Jason Williams.
Jay Will.
I don't think he ever played for Cleveland. I don't think he ever played for Cleveland. I think he was mostly just with Sacramento. Oh, so we got the Cavaliers and the Kings.
Jay Will played for Orlando, and he played for. We already knocked out all the Orlandos, didn't we?
Yeah, we don't got to worry about. Thank God we don't have to worry about Orlando anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
so.
I got one, Jay. Recently played at both. Tristan Thompson.
Bam! Tristan Thompson plays everywhere.
That's true. There we go. Show me, Jay. One more to victory. Cleveland and Washington.
Cleveland and Washington. This is where it gets to me a little tricky. Cleveland.
Honestly, I feel like we might have one, but we got to be easy with it. We got to get this one. I feel like we got to go back here. I feel like this isn't going to be an easy one.
What about that dude? Shoot, what's the dude's name? Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder. I don't think he ever played with Cleveland.
Okay.
He went from like Atlanta to Los Angeles to Houston. But I don't believe Cleveland. Huh. I feel like we gotta go back to like those 07. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we gotta go back to those LeBron teams where we didn't really know anyone. Like, what was it? Who's on his teams? Like Eric Snow or like Larry Hughes or
I think Larry Hughes, I'm pretty sure he played with Cleveland.
But did he play with Washington? I know he bounced around a lot though. You know, he's another one of those journeymen.
Yeah.
That's our best bet right now.
If we take one loss, I'll take one loss.
Let's go Larry Hughes.
That's not bad.
Come on, Larry Hughes. Oh, Jay, he played from 99 to 2012. He's had to have been to a bunch of teams. Come on. Jay, we got him. Big shout out, Larry Hughes.
Did we actually? We got him.
We got him. Okay, so here were the most popular answers. So, yes, Golden State, Orlando, we did get Jason Richardson, Harrison Barnes, Gilbert Arenas. We got those cleaned. I forgot Shaq was also with Cleveland in Orlando. That was a good one. Yep. Matthew Dellavedova. I didn't know Dellavedova played for Sacramento. And then Antoine Jameson was Cleveland and Washington. We got Kuzma. Dwight Howard. That was another one, too.
Shaq. Because Dwight and Shaq both.
Yeah. But
did that route.
We did.
So we could have interchanged though. I forgot about Dwight Howard.
I did too, but we got both those pretty easy though. But like I said, so once again, our answers, if they're gonna show them up, I don't think they are, but good work all around, Jay.
I felt like, I felt like just the fact that we could solve the damn thing.
No, yeah, like I said, I know a few people were like, oh, you gotta get the lowest score. Look, maybe over time we'll try to shoot for that, but for now, we're on a 2 immaculate grid streak, and I plan to keep it that way.
Right, and let's be honest, we are like newbies at this. So,
of course, yeah, this is our first week doing it.
Decades.
So, and the way we're gonna do them, we're gonna try to at least is Tuesday we're gonna do baseball, Thursday we're gonna do football, and Saturday's basketball. We don't have a Saturday show if we don't have a Tuesday show. We're just gonna move them ahead, and then we'll just catch up pretty much. But Jay, before we get into topics, once again, go check out our boy Dustin Reese, a.k.a. Stat Guy. His newest article still up on our Facebook page. Only place you can find it just because of word count. Other places don't give you as many words. So Facebook, only place you can find it, unfortunately. But regardless, great work over there. He's talking about what would expansion in both the NBA and MLB, what would that look like? Great read from Dustin. I'm sure he's got something to come down the pipe very soon. For Stat Guy says number 6. Jay, only topic today, NFL running backs. They had a Zoom meeting here. I'm going to blow this up here. So this is from, I believe, Dove Kleiman. There was a report a couple days ago. Top NFL running backs planned a Zoom call for last Saturday night to discuss their depressed market. Multiple sources tell PFT's Mike Florio that Chargers running back Austin Eckler has organized the meeting and distributed the Zoom link. All of the big-name running backs have been invited. The running backs previously organized a group text chain aimed at addressing the declining running back market. Now, we've seen quarterbacks get paid a whole lot of money. We saw Aaron Rodgers take a pay cut. But now, there's still a lot of running backs out there, Jay. Ezekiel Elliott, there's rumors he might go. He's meeting up with the Patriots. Derrick Henry, he's getting a little bit of money. Saquon just got an $11 million deal for one season. There's a lot of big names out there who have still yet to be signed. Josh Jacobs. You name them, and they're pretty much out there for that little to no money.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. Nick Chubb right now is arguably the best running back in the league. I think McCaffrey's probably right behind him, and then you can make a case for pretty much Josh Jacobs probably third. I'd probably put Saquon around 4. Henry's probably around 5th, and then you can continue to go down that list. So if Chubb signs for $11 million, it's going to be really hard for anybody else to arguably argue a contract better than that. So you automatically got to feel like it's $10 million or less for these guys. I think $10.1 million is a franchise tag. So you got to figure they're at least about $10.1 million is what most of these guys, if they're lucky, are going to get. Here's the thing. In that call, it was Eckler who organized it. McCaffrey, Chubb, Barkley, Jacobs, and like you said, Derrick Henry. The production, and I forget who it was that said it. I want to say it was Nick Chubb, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that said it. But it was said that, kind of production is what hurts most of these running backs. So if you do 2,000 yards with so many carries, that most of the time these ownership groups are saying, look, he's kind of worn down. We put a lot on him. Let's start looking for the next guy. And so it really does they feel like it hurts them that they think that, just because they had all these carries, that all of a sudden they're not valuable anymore. Well, and I kind of get where they're coming with at the same time. Like, I think at some point, I think Aaron Jones took a pay cut to stay with the Packers. Eckler, he basically got incentives. He didn't even get an extension for 2023. I think he's kind of almost playing on incentives. And this is Austin Eckler, who arguably had the most yards last season. Joe Mixon, he was structured to stay with the Bengals. The 2017 franchise tag was $12.1 million. And 2023 is at $10.1 million. So they've actually declined by $2 million. So I will tell you this. The only way I see this panning out for the running backs, and I don't want to see this happen, but truthfully, if I'm a running back and I'm organizing this, I'm like, yo, bro, we got to go on strike. That's the only way we're going to get our money is if we just completely go on strike and let the NFL figure out what they're going to do with the RB position.
Yeah, it's something that we've seen kind of been brewing in the last couple of seasons. Obviously, we know the game style, the gameplay style has changed to suit quarterbacks more and more. And NFL, they go through trends of either you go run heavy, pass heavy. It's like the NBA, 3-point shots were kind of rare, and now that's the majority of the game. It's kind of like with the passing game in the NFL. If you have a mediocre or below standard quarterback, you better have a good running game. And if you have a top tier quarterback, you maybe don't need the best runner on your team. And, and with the really just, Jay, the amount of talent that came out of the draft in the last couple of years, they a lot of teams have hit their head on some really good players, quarterbacks, that is. Where in recent years, they would draft guys, maybe a few would work out, but not nearly, I don't think, as many as we've seen now. It was just the amount of young talent who's, two names, or really 3 names that just immediately come to mind. You got, Mahomes, you got Herbert, you got Burrow, you got Hurts. Those are just, a few guys there who have been drafted in the last couple of years who have really taken off and really helped the game there. But yeah, there's a lot of teams. Dalvin Cook still looking for somewhere to go. Elliott, we mentioned, is meeting up with Frankie and the Patriots today. There's a few spots there, but I'm curious to see where these guys land, because I'm sure they're going to get somewhere. They're too good to not go anywhere. They're not washed. They're all, like, for the most part, they're nearing 30, but they're not like over 30 for the big ones we're talking about. But I'm curious to see where they're going to go, man. Because I mean,
I look at the Dalvin Cooks that are out there, Josh Jacobs that are out there. I think Josh Jacobs could make a good case for $10 million. I think Dalvin might take a little bit of a hit because he's had a little bit less production, injuries and stuff. So I think he's around $8 million. I think Zeke's going to have to look at around $5 to $6 million just because of the lack of production. So a lot of these guys are going to have to. Unless they go on strike, they're just going to have to take what basically they're getting, which is not much.
No, and Jay, since we're on the topic of football here, and this is our final topic in the night or the day, the Vikings, they said they're open to trading Danielle Hunter, one of their best best defensive players. Who didn't he just get in some trouble not too long ago? Something off the field.
That's a good one. I have not heard anything on Hunter. I'm not tracking that. The only thing I'm tracking with Minnesota was Addison. I'm not tracking the other ones.
Yeah. So okay, what was it?
Which I think Addison. You know what Addison was speeding. You know what he told the cops as we're talking. We're waiting on that. Addison said when he was pulled over for doing 140 to 55, he told the cop that he had a dog emergency at his house, and so he had to go take care of his dog.
Yeah, but still 150.
No, I get it.
I exactly what you're saying, but man,
I'm just saying.
No,
officer, I know I'm doing 140 and a 55. That's 90 miles over the speed limit. But see, I got this problem.
Yeah, I got this dog, man.
I got this dog, and I don't know. They say he's not doing something right, so I need to take him to the vet. I think it's like.
No, okay, so sorry. The thing with Hunter is that he'd been hurt in recent years. He played all games last year, but he had been hurt a little bit before that. He didn't play a whole lot in 20 or 21. So that was it with him. He's had a few injuries, not off-the-field issues. So that was it for him. But, yeah, so it said that he's unhappy, though. Not sure what the reason is. Maybe just the money. Let's see. So it says he does not want to play on his $4.9 million base salary for this year. He's 28. He skipped organized team activities and mandatory mini camps going on currently. So he's also in the final season of a 5-year, $70 million extension. His salary is low this year, Jay, because of a reworked deal 2 off seasons ago, according to ESPN. So...
Well, he reworked it with.
I'm not saying if that's what I don't understand. There, if you accepted the rework, why are you upset about it?
Number one, you reworked your deal. Number two, you haven't played because of injury, and all of a sudden, you think you deserve all this money.
I'm about to say, I get. He played, like I say, he played last year, but the last 2 years, I think he played 7 games in total. I don't think he played all in 20, and in 21, he played a handful of games. So he had a good year last year, but I mean, still, I get if you want more money, but you should have thought out of, you know what I mean? Like, should have. When you reworked the deal 2 years ago, you should have thought about it ahead of time. That's what I'm saying.
I would think you would. Honestly, I think you would.
You would have thought. Other than that, though, not a whole lot going on. No major baseball trades. Like Jay, you mentioned one earlier with Graveman. White Sox look like they're about to blow things up there finally. Interesting to see. Trade deadline. The
Logan,
day for that is Tuesday. And then up next Thursday, Jay, our first football game we get to cover. The Jets and Browns in the NFL Hall of Fame game. So that's going to be we're looking forward to this upcoming week. But go ahead.
No, absolutely. I'm definitely looking. Like I said, I don't think they could have picked 2 better teams, with the Jets and Browns just because of all the storylines. But no, I find it interesting. Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly were 2 pitchers that were sent over to LA in exchange for some BS, honestly. I don't know what the Dodgers are thinking they're going to do with Lance Lynn and Joe Kelly because both of their ERAs are in the dumpster fire. So I don't know exactly what they think they're getting out of those 2 guys in particular.
Well, I remember Kelly was with the Dodgers a couple seasons ago, and he was good there. So maybe they're hoping that he can once because that's we talked about it on Thursday, I believe. But if teams go to a different or if players go to a different team, you see them kind of bounce back. I guess they're hoping that both of those guys can do that. If not, then I mean, they're you can put them in the bullpen for long relief. I mean, they're both starters, but I mean, I would think the Dodgers are pretty much set for their starting 5. I mean, I can look real quick, but I mean, I don't know where those guys would suit in there through their 1 through 5 there. So I'm not super sure.
I'll tell you right now, if I'm for all you Baltimore guys out there, I wouldn't make a damn trade. I wouldn't do anything. I'd keep your team exactly like it is and roll into the playoffs with what you have, because I'll tell you, man, hey, they're literally like right on your doorstep. The best record in the league, and Baltimore really has come out. I mean, I don't say they haven't come out of nowhere, but they've really like hit the gasoline extra hard now.
No, and they had a big win last night, Jay, over Frankie's Yankees, walk-off home run. 1-0 win there. So, I mean, much-needed victory for Baltimore. Helps get their lead even bigger over our teams out there in AL East. So I looked at the Dodgers starting five, Jay. So Kershaw is currently on the 15-day injured list. I'm not sure. I'm about to say probably he's back. I know he's had back issues in recent seasons. So you got Julio Urias, Tony Gonsolin, and so ESPN has Lance Lynn slotted in at number 4, and then Bobby Miller at number 5, who I believe is their rookie, and then they have Joe Kelly in the bullpen, obviously. So okay, that's I see since Kershaw is he'll probably miss a start or two, have Lynn in there or fill in for someone. So all right, makes a little sense. I know that God, you know who they're really missing though is Dustin May. That poor dude, man.
Yeah.
He had back-to-back Tommy John, their elbow surgeries. Oh, dude, you hate to see that.
Rough, man.
I'm about to say, he looked electric whenever he's on. He looked like he looked.
But I wonder, coming off all the surgeries, how much of that electricity he's going to lose.
I mean, especially after 2, and so that's.
I didn't even know you could do back-to-back Tommy Johns. I thought it was just one Tommy John and that's it.
Well, I think it used to be that way, but I guess just with the way that medicine and surgeries have really switched over the years. Also, another one too, Jay. The reason I guess why they traded for Lance Lynn, they just got rid of Noah Syndergaard. I forgot they just traded him to Cleveland.
I thought they got rid of Thor.
Yep. But I mean, let's see. This year, Jay, another case of someone who's just kind of fell off, at least in terms of this year, Jay. He's 1-4 in 12 games, 55 innings, only 38 strikeouts. Jay, do you want to take a gander at his ERA for this year?
Oh, it's probably around 6 or 7.
Hey, you're not far off. 7.16.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's where Montero started the season off. Now Montero's getting – I think Montero's at like 6.33 right now. He's gotten better. But I got to tell my wife last night, I was like, man, look, we ain't got that much time left in the baseball season. We got, a couple of months, and we're in the playoffs.
Yeah, so it looks like that Syndergaard is hurt right now. He has not played, or not pitched, I should say, since June 7th. So it's been a while. So he's got to be hurt. But, I mean, looking at just his earned runs in his last 5 starts dating back to May 15th, 2 runs, 3 runs, 6 runs, 5 runs, and 6 runs. So he started off May, I would say decent, not great. 2 and 3 runs, you can live with that. But once you start going above that, that's when things start going rough. And so that's why they traded for Lance Lynn, because they just got rid of Thor, because that did not work out at all. Jay, do you have any final thoughts here before we get out and enjoy the rest of our Saturday?
Oh, man. Yeah. No, my thoughts are hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend, man. Hopefully the Astros will get that win tonight. And mostly, man, hey, we want to continue to wish LeBron James and Bronny, continued health and continue to get better and get back to, living life the way you want to live it, man.
Yeah, I saw that, I think LeBron posted a video of Bronny playing piano at their house. So glad to see he's back home and recovering. So like I said, hopefully he can get back on the court as soon as he can, because we'd love to see his progression just more and more. And yeah, man, it's getting great here, Jay. Sports are starting to ramp up. Let's see, training camp's going on right now. Baseball's in full swing. Basketball still got a little bit to go for basketball. We're still got all the free agency frenzy and whatnot. High school starting up soon, so go and support your local high school teams. They're going to be starting up here pretty soon. And yeah, man, it's fun. It's a good time. And once the weather starts to get a little bit cooler, that's when all the fun starts to happen. That's when we get all the sports in full swing. And man, that's just why the fall is probably the best season, because you get every sport pretty much. And it can't be beat. Well, hey, Jay, appreciate you coming on again, man, on this Saturday edition of Unscripted, episode number 358. Like I said, before we get out of here, though, check us out on social media. Check out our link tree in our bio, Facebook at Unscripted, X now at Unscripted Guys, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch, all at Unscripted Sports. Check us out there for all the latest and breaking news, of course. Jay McLovin, appreciate you coming on. I've been your host and producer today, Logan Landers. Enjoy your Saturdays, everyone. We will talk to you again on Tuesday for episode 359. Once again, live at 7 o'clock. We will talk to you then. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.